Hello everyone. What's up and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you and God bless you. How are you all doing today? My country people, we are here again with another Obonge information from the Palace of Ife. Remember, as we hear allegedly, na so na we dey carry come meet una for na domot. According to how this alleged information take reach us, my country people, these Olori'S announced something else in the Palace of Ife to the extent that Kabiyesi is already regretting everything. Initially, people been dey think say Kabiyesi no dey regret anything at all. But with the recent happenings and everything, Kabiyesi is left with no other choice than to regret most of his actions, especially for allowing these women to stay longer in the Palace of Ife. He would have bundled them out of the Palace of Ife. That time he got married to them newly, that he first found out of their mischievous stuffs and everything. But then he wanted them not to feel bad. He wanted them to advise themselves and, use their hands to leave the Palace of Ife. I believe use their legs to leave the Palace of Ife. But Kabiyesi thought he was dealing with, normal people who go just, advise themselves. But Kabiyesi was not aware that these women, they don't even send anybody message, like they don't even care whether you are happy or not. They don't care so far as say it is that their happiness, like so far as say it's something that gives them joy and all of those stuff. They no care. They don't care. That is just one thing about them that is just, causing chaos and everything, because they know only themselves. They don't even consider another person. So my country people, according to the alleged information reaching us, Kabiyesi had already come back into the palace to meet something that, even till tomorrow, Kabiyesi will still be weeping inside of him because of what happened. Yes, my country people, why are these Olori super mean towards Kabiyesi? Why are they doing what they are doing in the Palace of Ife? Who sent them into the Palace of Ife? Hmm? Who sent them into the palace? And like seriously, according to how this matter take reach us, my country people, the Olori's, they were offering a sacrifice in the Palace of Ife when Kabiyesi walked in. He drove into the palace to meet them. One thing about the palace is that, be you who, you cannot offer sacrifice to any god in the palace without the elders being aware of it. Yes, you cannot. Even Kabiyesi with his status and everything, he can never, unless he's offering a sacrifice to his special God, you understand, to his personal God, that he can do alone. But once it is something that has to do with Ile-Ife, Kabiyesi must get one or two, three, four, five, or six elders involved into the matter. Even if say they are not all present, but there must be one or two persons that will be present. In fact, at times you go see say a lot of people, even people from Ile-Ife, people from other parts of Yoruba kingdom, once all of these festivals are being done or carried out in Ile-Ife, all of them will be there. You get ahead. That is the tradition, okay? So Kabiyesi has never offered such sacrifice, not to talk more of these Oloris doing that. According to the alleged information reaching us, the Olori's in the Palace of Ife do already go overboard with what they did. Yes, with what they did for inside the Palace of Ife. They brought in a ram into the palace and they brought something like a demigod or something, all these wooden carved stuffs. They brought it and was sprinkling the blood of the ram on it. Yes. One thing for sure is that they never expected that Kabiyesi would walk into the palace the time he did. Yes, they were not expecting him to drive into the palace. In fact, they thought what he went for will be that he will be there till maybe evening or the next day or something. So we heard allegedly that immediately they sighted Kabiyesi. Yeah, you could see the fright, the scared, the fear in them and everything. They were all trembling because they never expected that somebody like Kabiyesi would drive into the palace. So my country people, Kabiyesi just parked his car. They just parked the car, you understand? And Kabiyesi came out. He went straight to where they were doing this. When Kabiyesi stood there, oh my God, Kabiyesi shouted. Like if you see shout, Kabiyesi shouted. Even people outside the gate, if they say they don't hear the shout from Kabiyesi, na him be say they are not telling themselves the truth. Kabiyesi shouted, like he shouted the way, oh my God. Hmm. That was when Kabiyesi regretted the whole thing. At that point, Kabiyesi just stood like for more than how many minutes or something. Kabiyesi was just there. He was asking them what they were doing. It was Olori actually that we heard that picked up the matter immediately and was like they are offering sacrifice to their personal god. That after all, what is it that Kabiyesi want to know about them again? That does Kabiyesi care about them? That how many times has Kabiyesi ever asked them if they have eaten or if they have money to feed? That now that everybody is on his or her own, that they are trying to get a life or something, they are trying a way where it is going to be better for them. Like so many, you know how somebody will be talking and they'll be stuttering because they don't even know what to say. Yes. Something wey be say Kabiyesi cannot offer sacrifice to any god in the palace. Kabiyesi is in that palace, but like seriously, he's not there. Like seriously. Kabiyesi is in that palace, but if you check it another way around, you see that Kabiyesi is not there. Because come to think of it, Kabiyesi, had it been that Kabiyesi did not drive into the palace, do you know that these women, they will do all of these things, then they will clean up their mess, and Kabiyesi will not even know that something like that happened there. You understand? And one day Kabiyesi might even be sitting down, maybe eating his dinner or anything, and one Boa spirit will just be hopping up and down inside palace and be like, "Oh, I have this palace with you." Kabiyesi will be like, "When did they welcome you? Who are you? Whose spirit are you?" And the spirit will just be hopping up and down. "I was welcomed by your Olori'S. Abeg, how is Kabiyesi going to feel if something like this ever happens in Ile-Ife? Hmm? Hmm. My country people, it is what it is on top the internet space. So I saw the alleged matter. I couldn't help but to share with you all. What are your thoughts about all of this? Do well to let us know under the comment section. It is what it is, oh. It is what it is. It is what it is, my country people. Kabiyesi at this point he's regretting a whole lot of things. Like seriously, he's wishing that if he had known that things would get worse this way, that time that the Olori'S entered into the palace newly, he would have sorted them out then. But I could remember that the elders were telling him that time allegedly to send these Olori'S out. And Kabiyesi was still like, that you don't know how they are going to feel. It's going to be like, oh, he'd already deceived them or something. That let him give them time for them to gather themselves and leave the palace. Shebi na that time na we dey now. Na that time wey Kabiyesi go give to them, na im we dey now. Eh? Look at the way they are shattering everything. Just look at. And they come be like say they don swear say they must shatter the palace of Ife. They must shatter the palace of Ife. My correct people, indeed, these women are there to scatter the palace. With the series of alleged information on the internet space almost every day. Like, which one have you ever heard of them praising the palace or doing something that would be beneficial to the palace? Everything they are doing, even when you hear them praise the palace, think well, they are somehow doing another thing. Yes. My country people, it is what it is on top the internet space. I just saw this matter. I couldn't help but to share with you all. Now, Kabiyesi is regretting everything. A lot of people are like, you didn't listen to us when we are telling you. You didn't listen to us. Even some people now, Kabiyesi don already make a promise that before this year runs out, that he's not staying with the Olori'S anymore. Yes, that he's going to make sure that the Olori'S are no longer there. Yes. So my country people, at this point, a lot of people are like, stop promising us, stop doing this, stop doing that. But anyway, Kabiyesi knows why he's doing what he's doing, because in fact, let us just pity Kabiyesi at this point. He's really going through a lot in the hands of these Oloris. They are just they've proven to be hard not to crack. They've just been like nobody can advise them that it is what they want to do that they will do. That's just them. That's just their life lately. But anyway, now God na him go save Kabi at this point. He'd already promised that he will send them out before the year runs out. So may God help him through this pursuit. Okay. So that's it with this. I saw this, I decided to share with you all. If I see more, I'm going to be sharing with you. See you all in our next upload. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye.